Stop. Do not scroll past this message. Look at me right now. This is not an accident. Heaven aligned time itself to bring your eyes to these exact words today. My beloved child, I need your absolute attention for the next few minutes, because something huge has just shifted in the unseen realm. You have been praying for a sign in the dark. I speak to you with urgent purpose. This is an important letter sent straight from my throne room directly to your spirit. Do not turn away from my voice. If you rush past this moment, you will miss the breakthrough. The enemy wants you to remain distracted today so that you never receive the glorious gift that I have prepared for you. Listen to me in the deepest place of your heart. Give me your time right now, and I promise you will not regret staying here. Your life is standing at a divine crossroads. The heavy season of waiting is finally drawing to a close because heaven has authorized an immediate shift in your personal reality today. Why are you always running from place to place? Why do you let the loud noise of the world drown out my still voice? I have stopped your hands from scrolling for a very specific reason. This message was placed directly in your digital path by my angels because your name was spoken in the courts of heaven this morning. This letter is your formal invitation to freedom. It is a sacred document, written with the ink of my eternal grace. Do not treat these words like ordinary noise on your screen. If you choose to ignore this message, you are choosing to walk back into the same heavy cycle that has broken your spirit for years. I know you are extremely lucky to see this today, but luck has absolutely nothing to do with it because my hands guided your spirit here. You did not stumble across this video by chance in a vast sea of endless content. I have orchestrated this precise cosmic intersection because your earthly vessel can no longer endure the weight. Look at my face right now. I am speaking directly to you. Do not let your mind wander to your long list of worries. This letter contains an urgent message that you must read before this day ends. There is an immediate requirement for your soul to pause and receive the holy instructions that will unlock your destiny. Your prayers have reached my ears. Every single word was counted. Every tear was gathered in my golden bottle in heaven. I did not ignore your desperate cries during those long, painful nights. And because you have remained faithful in the hidden places, I am stepping into your life with overwhelming power and authority. Let us talk about the true state of your life. You are a silent survivor. You have been fighting massive battles in total isolation. You smile beautifully for others while your heart breaks silently in the dark. This exhausting pattern ends now because I am exposing the hidden traps that the enemy laid out for your feet. You have been carrying a heavy weight that was never meant for your fragile shoulders. Your soul is tired. Your thoughts are completely scattered. You have been trying to hold everything together alone while pretending to be strong for everyone around you. But my chosen child, you were never created to carry this burden without me. Look at your tired physical vessel. Your body has been weeping in silence. You feel a deep tightness in your chest that never quite leaves you. Your bones feel weary, and your muscles are heavy with the stress of yesterday. I see the invisible scars that life has left on your skin, and I know how much it hurts. You have wondered if you would ever feel whole again. You have asked me if this pain is your permanent reality. Hear me clearly today. The sickness and the exhaustion you carry are not your ending. They are merely the final signs of an old foundation that is being completely destroyed so that my glory can rise within you. I am about to do a new thing in your life. It is something so grand that your human mind cannot even comprehend it yet. A new body will be given to you tonight. Yes, you heard me correctly. Tonight, as the clock strikes midnight, a divine transformation will begin to flood through your physical form. This is the core promise of my letter. I am replacing your fragile vessel with a renewed sanctuary of strength. The disease that has plagued your thoughts will be washed away by my spirit. The pain that makes your mornings heavy will vanish into nothingness because I am commanding a holy alignment in your cellular structures. You must do this as soon as possible. Do not wait until tomorrow to align your heart with this prophetic declaration. The window of divine acceleration is open right now, above your life. If you pull away in doubt, you risk locking yourself outside of the very room where your miracle is being prepared this evening. I am stripping away the heavy garments of your past. You have worn the robes of heaviness for far too long. The enemy told you that you were destined to repeat the tragic mistakes of your family line, but those are lies from the pit. You are a powerful cycle breaker, and your light is about to pierce the darkness. Can you give me just one more minute of your complete focus? Do not let notifications pull your eyes away from this holy encounter. Something is shifting in the atmosphere around you right now. The spirit of anxiety is fleeing because my perfect love is casting out every single shadow of fear from your mind. You are standing at the threshold of a generational breakthrough. The chains that bound your ancestors are melting away like wax before a blazing fire. You were chosen for this specific season because your spirit carries a fierceness that the comfortable will never understand. Walk forward into the room of your healing. This important letter is your weapon against the adversary. The enemy has been trying to drown out my gentle voice with the loud noise of financial panic and relationship distress. He wants you to believe that you are entirely alone in this desert. But look closely around you because my angels have surrounded your home. I am resetting your entire timeline. What you called a painful delay was actually my absolute protection over your destiny. I was shielding you from toxic environments that would have crushed your beautiful spirit. I closed those doors because the people inside them were not equipped to hold your pure heart. Now, the preparation is finally complete. The wilderness season that exhausted your physical body is officially closing today. The right doors are trembling right now at my supreme command. You do not have to fight this battle with your empty human strength, because the host of heaven is moving ahead of your steps. Breathe deeply, my child. Let your racing thoughts come to a complete halt for just this 1 second. Feel the gentle warmth of my spirit settling upon your tired head. I am not a distant king who watches your suffering from afar. I am your loving father, and I am sitting right next to you on your bed. Come closer to me now. Let me speak softly to the part of you that is most broken. I see how hard you tried to stay faithful when everything was falling apart around your life. You did well, my precious child. Your hidden tears have become the exact seeds of the massive harvest that I am releasing tonight. Let go of the control you have been clinging to so desperately. You do not have to figure out how tomorrow will unfold. I have already walked into your future, and I have secured every single provision you will ever need. Your only task right now is to remain still and receive this holy transformation. This is the moment where your old story ends and your true destiny begins. Do not ignore the sacred instructions written in this letter. Stay with me as we journey deeper into the mysteries of your healing. The darkness is fading away and the brilliant morning light of my presence is about to break over your life. Come closer to me now. Let us sit together in this quiet space. I want to talk about the hidden things that you keep deep inside your heart. You are so tired. Your shoulders carry a weight that no human was ever meant to bear alone. And every single morning when you open your eyes, the heavy fog of exhaustion is already waiting to wrap itself around your mind. You push through the day. You force a beautiful smile for the people who depend on your strength. They look at you, and they think that you are completely invulnerable. But I see the truth behind your brave face. I see the painful cracks in your spirit that you try so hard to hide from the gaze of the world because you do not want to be a burden to anyone. Let us pull back the heavy curtain of your daily survival. I know the exact depth of your hidden pain. I want you to stop pretending that everything is fine when we are alone like this. You have been fighting massive battles in total secrecy, while the people around you enjoy the fruit of your constant sacrifice and your unending kindness. You are a pure-hearted giver. You pour out your love until your own cup is completely empty. You stay up late worrying about the needs of others, while no one asks how your soul is doing. And you often return home with empty hands and a heavy heart because the world does not know how to cherish the precious gift of your sacred devotion. There is a profound spiritual reason why your body has been feeling so weak lately. The heavy fatigue in your muscles is not just physical tiredness from hard work. It is the accumulated weight of a long spiritual warfare that has been raging against your destiny because the adversary is terrified of the immense light that you carry inside your spirit. I see your secret pain. I watch your silent tears. I saw you when you walked into the bathroom and turned on the water. You wanted the loud sound of the running water to cover the sound of your quiet crying, and you leaned against the wall and let the tears fall because the pressure in your chest had become too big for ordinary human words to express. I saw you when you pressed your face into your soft pillow at night. You did not want your family to hear the deep groans of your breaking heart. You felt completely invisible in your own home, and you sat in the freezing darkness wondering if your prayers were just bouncing off the ceiling or if I was actually listening to your desperate voice. I was there in that dark room with you. I was closer to your fragile form than the very floor you were sitting on. Not a single drop of your tears fell to the ground without my hands catching it. I have recorded every quiet sigh of your weary soul in my eternal book, because your pain is deeply precious to my loving heart. You have been carrying the heavy burdens of past betrayals. You trusted people who promised to protect your heart. You opened your life to them in total innocence. But they used your beautiful vulnerability as a sharp weapon to cut your spirit, and they left you alone in the wilderness to clean up the painful mess that they created. You have asked me why I allowed those painful rejections to happen to you. You thought that your failure was the reason for the closed doors. You felt a deep sense of shame because you believed that you were not enough. But my beloved child, you must realize that those sudden departures were my absolute protection over your sacred destiny. I saw that those toxic environments were slowly draining your holy light. I knew that those people were not equipped to carry the heavy weight of your pure heart. I had to step into your timeline and remove them before they could completely destroy the beautiful garden that I planted inside your soul during your youth. Do you feel the deep truth of my words settling into your spirit right now? That quiet rest in your chest is the beginning of your restoration. You have been running on empty for too long. You have been trying to heal your own wounds with your limited human strength, while the enemy whispers constant lies of hopelessness into your anxious mind. The adversary wants you to believe that your current physical pain is permanent. He tells you that your body is broken beyond repair. He wants you to live in constant fear of tomorrow. But I am here to tell you that his dark authority over your life is being stripped away because your season of heavy testing has reached its absolute limit. You are not a random fragment of creation left to suffer alone in this harsh world. You are a masterpiece that I have carefully formed with my own holy hands. Even when you cannot feel your true worth, that does not make it disappear. A precious jewel covered in thick dust is still incredibly valuable to the master who created it. Let us look deeper into the heavy cycles of your family line. You have noticed the same patterns of sickness and lack repeating through generations. You saw your parents carry the same heavy burdens of anxiety and financial struggle, and you have quietly feared that you are destined to walk down the exact same tragic path of defeat. But I chose you to be the powerful cycle breaker of your household. I placed a holy restlessness inside your chest because I did not create you to submit to the old limitations. The heavy chains of generational trauma are pressing hard against your spirit right now because they know that your awakening will shatter their power forever. You have felt so isolated during this long wilderness journey. Your old friends do not understand the strange shift that is happening inside your life. They look at your choices and they judge you as cold or distant. They do not see the sacred preparation that is taking place in the quiet places of your lonely soul. This intense isolation is not a terrible punishment from my throne. It is a holy positioning for the grand revelation that I am about to release over your life tonight. I had to quiet the loud noise of the crowd so that you could hear the soft whisper of my guidance without any human distraction around your spirit. I know how much your physical body is aching in this very moment. You feel a deep weariness in your bones that sleep cannot fix. You feel a tight grip of panic whenever you think about your mounting bills and your broken relationships. Lift your heavy eyes to my face right now because I am standing right beside your bed. Let your tired shoulders relax completely into my gentle embrace. You do not have to carry the heavy weight of the future all at once. I am your safe refuge, and I will guide your steps one single moment at a time. Breathe deeply and allow my perfect love to wash away the painful memories that have kept your spirit in chains. Your long season of waiting has served a magnificent purpose in my heavenly plan. I allowed the delay because I was building an unshakable foundation inside your character. The enemy wanted to destroy you in the dark pit, but I have been using the darkness to prepare your holy vessel for an overwhelming flood of my glory. We have reached the absolute end of your old story of constant suffering and silent breaking. I have heard your sincere cries, and I am ready to answer your faithful prayers with a sudden breakthrough, like this video right now, as a holy act of agreement between your heavy heart and mine. Let this act anchor your spirit to the rescue that is already on its way. The midnight hour has officially arrived in the realm of the spirit. This is the exact moment that your soul has been waiting for through all those years of silent torment. I am now unsealing the final page of the important letter that I sent to your house today. This letter is not just a collection of comforting words on a bright screen. It is the absolute decree of your physical empowerment. Listen to the sound of my voice as the unseen world begins to tremble with my holy power. I am closing the loop on your long season of bitter isolation and endless physical fatigue today. You have asked me when your suffering would finally come to a complete end. Hear my prophetic declaration, because your long night of heavy testing is ending right now. Let us look back at the walls that blocked your progress during the past few seasons of your life. You cried out in deep pain when those perfect opportunities suddenly collapsed before your eyes. You thought that my silence meant that I was punishing your hidden mistakes. But today I reveal that those closed doors were my absolute shield against a terrible destruction. I delayed your steps on purpose because I was keeping your pure soul away from rooms that would have completely broken your spirit. I protected your destiny from wolves who wanted to steal your light. And now, the right doors are shaking at my supreme command, because you are fully prepared to handle the weight of my glory. The adversary wanted to crush your earthly vessel in the dark pit of sickness before you could ever discover your royal identity. He targeted your physical body with chronic pain and overwhelming exhaustion because he was terrified of your rising light. But his dark authority over your physical health is being shattered to pieces in this very moment. I am releasing an iron command into the deep foundations of your physical body tonight. I command every single cell in your flesh to realign with the original design of heaven right now. The heavy spirits of infirmity that have plagued your thoughts must pack their bags and flee from your life. You are a holy vessel, and no disease has permission to reside in my temple. A new body will be given to you tonight, just as I promised in the opening lines of my secret letter. This is the magnificent breakthrough that you have been begging me to send during those long crying nights. I am pouring my supernatural strength into your weary bones, and I am renewing your youth like the eagle. Feel the divine warmth of my Holy Spirit flooding through your physical veins, from the top of your head to the soles of your feet. The tight grip of panic that has squeezed your chest for years is melting away like thin wax before a blazing fire. You are being completely remade into a walking monument of my healing power this evening. You are no longer the broken victim who must survive on the crumbs of this harsh world. I am stripping away the heavy garments of your past suffering, and I am dressing your soul in the royal robes of my absolute freedom. The old patterns of generational sickness that limited your family line are broken forever. You are a powerful cycle breaker, and heaven has authorized your immediate acceleration today. The enemy can no longer hold you back because my perfect love is casting out every single shadow of fear from your mind. Walk out of the dark cage of your depression and step into the spacious room of your glorious destiny. Now, my beloved child, we have reached the most sacred part of our divine encounter. Since sales mode is entirely turned off, there is no commercial product or worldly transaction hidden in my words today. This is a pure space of heavenly grace and total supernatural restoration for your tired soul. I see how hard you have been working to keep your life together with your limited human strength. You have been carrying the heavy bags of financial worry and broken relationships on your bleeding shoulders for far too long. But I am asking you to stop fighting and surrender everything to me right now. Let us perform a holy ritual of surrender in the quiet stillness of my presence this evening. I want you to take a deep breath and let your tight shoulders drop completely down. Close your physical eyes for just 1 minute and turn your entire focus away from the loud noise of your daily troubles. Imagine yourself standing before my golden throne room of ultimate grace and mercy. Look at the heavy bags of worry that you have been dragging along your earthly path. I want you to lift those heavy weights off your back and lay them gently down at my holy feet right now. You do not have to carry them anymore because I am your ultimate provider. Release the desperate need to control how your future will unfold tomorrow morning. You do not have to figure out the solutions to your complicated problems because I am already working ahead of your steps. I have walked into your future and I have secured every single provision you will ever need. Accept the beautiful reality of your total surrender as my peaceful love wraps itself around your spirit. The old burdens are no longer yours to carry because I am taking full responsibility over your household today. Trust in the quiet whisper of my guidance and allow my spirit to guide your physical steps. Receive the prophetic blessing of your new body with a humble and grateful heart. I am sealing this divine transformation in the unseen realm so that no enemy can ever steal it from your life. The sickness that made your mornings heavy has vanished into absolute nothingness because my word has spoken your complete deliverance. You are standing firm in your faith and your spirit is overflowing with deep gratitude tonight. The heavy darkness has completely lost its grip over your mind because the brilliant morning light of my presence is breaking over your life. You are free, you are healed, and you are fully protected by my eternal covenant. Let us dwell deeper in this state of absolute peace before we close this chapter of your transformation. The quiet stillness in your room is the physical proof that my angels have surrounded your home tonight. They are standing guard at your doors to ensure that the enemy can never return to disturb your sacred rest. I am rewriting the entire story of your physical vessel from this day forward. The days of waking up with a heavy heart and a tight chest are officially over for you. You will open your eyes tomorrow morning, and you will feel a light energy flooding through your renewed limbs because my spirit has refreshed your inner being. Your physical ears will begin to hear the sweet melody of my heavenly courts instead of the loud shouts of earthly worry. I am clearing away the thick static of anxiety that has jammed your spiritual radar for decades. You will move forward with absolute clarity, and you will know exactly which path to choose. The people who watched you suffer in silence will look at your life tomorrow, and they will stand in complete wonder. They will see the brilliant radiance of my glory shining through your healthy skin and your peaceful eyes. They will ask you for the secret of your sudden transformation, and you will point them to my throne. You are a living testament of my grace, and your new body is the weapon that will defeat the lies of the adversary. Every step you take on your renewed legs will be an act of spiritual warfare against the forces of darkness. You are marching out of the wilderness of defeat, and you are taking possession of your promised land. Hold fast to the sacred seal of this important letter as we prepare to transition into the final phase of your instruction. Do not let the small worries of the world steal the magnificent peace that you have received in my presence tonight. Your victory is completely settled in heaven, and it is now manifesting upon the earth. Rest now in this ultimate stillness. The great storm in your mind has passed. You can feel my perfect peace filling your entire room today. The heavy chains have dropped from your hands, and they will never be put back on your spirit because my word has spoken your complete freedom this evening. You are completely safe under my protective wings. Breathe in this fresh air of grace. Your physical form is now resting in a holy alignment. The old disease has lost its dark power over your flesh. You do not have to worry about the pain of tomorrow anymore. And as you sit here in my quiet presence, you can feel a renewed surge of energy flowing softly through your bones. Your healing is an absolute reality. Your days of constant agony are over. I am locking this new strength into your muscles. The heavy burdens of your ancestral line have no legal right to touch your flesh anymore. And as you step into the beautiful dawn of tomorrow morning, you will feel completely light because my grace has shattered every single limitation. My power has accomplished this grand miracle. Are you listening to me? Do not let the small voices of doubt steal this magnificent miracle from your heart when you wake up tomorrow. The enemy will try to remind you of your old scars. He will whisper lies about your weakness. But you must remain steadfast in this truth. You are completely healed by my supreme power. You are my chosen masterpiece. I have watched your entire journey through the deep valleys of loneliness and quiet weeping. You have proven your loyalty to my name in the dark, and because you did not give up your faith when the weight was crushing your soul, I am raising you up as a powerful pillar of victory. Your true destiny begins right now. Let these words anchor your spirit forever. You are no longer the one who must survive alone in a broken physical vessel, while shrinking your faith under the heavy weight of silent exhaustion. Tonight, I am raising you up to be a restored cycle breaker. You are a walking monument of my healing power. You will overcome every obstacle because my glory shines through you. The old story of constant lack and physical decay is finished. You are entering a grand season of supernatural acceleration and endless joy. The people who watched you suffer will look at your life in absolute wonder, and they will see that the hand of the living Father has done a marvelous thing for your household today. Walk forward with absolute confidence. The financial traps that the enemy placed in your path are also dissolving right now. I am aligning supernatural opportunities to restore everything that was frozen. You will no longer beg for scraps or live in constant fear of empty hands. Because I am your faithful shepherd, your cup will overflow with magnificent abundance in the sight of your enemies. Your divine restoration is fully completed. Feel the deep lightness in your chest right now. The tight grip of anxiety has vanished into nothingness. This is the clear proof of my work, and as you breathe softly in this quiet room, you can feel that my holy presence has completely driven away the darkness. Do not run back to the old habits of worry. Stay anchored in this divine rest, and let my perfect love keep your thoughts completely still. Your heart is overflowing with sincere gratitude tonight. You can feel the quiet whisper of my guidance. Like this video right now, to anchor your total agreement with my covenant, and let this simple act of holy obedience be the eternal seal that locks this magnificent blessing into your daily life, because I want you to walk in freedom. Your agreement is recorded in heaven. What I have spoken over your life tonight cannot be reversed by any human authority. The doors that I have opened for your feet will remain open forever. No weapon formed against your physical health will prosper from this moment forward. Because I have authorized your breakthrough, the hosts of darkness must pack their bags and flee from your sacred home. You are highly favored. Every curse that was whispered against your name has been turned into a glorious blessing. The people who gossiped about your struggles will watch you rise. You do not have to defend yourself against the lies of the world. And while you remain silent in my presence, my host of powerful angels is fighting for your reputation in the unseen realm. Stand still and witness my absolute triumph. Look at my face one more time. Let the noise of the world fade away completely from your mind. I need your absolute focus as we secure this blessing for the days ahead. The enemy wants you to forget this letter because he is terrified of the powerful warrior that you are becoming. Stand firm in your royal identity and never compromise. Your physical limbs are filled with a divine strength. The fatigue that settled deep into your bones for decades has been completely washed away. You will experience a fresh vitality when you step out of your bed tomorrow morning, and you will walk with an incredibly light heart through the challenges of the day because my living water has refreshed the deepest corners of your inner being. Your restoration is completely total. Your mind is free from the dark thoughts of depression and defeat. The heavy cloud that hovered over your house for months has been driven away. You are waking up to a new reality, and as you open your eyes to the sunlight, peace will be your constant guard because I have secured your perimeter. Let your soul sing a new song of praise to my holy throne. You were not saved merely to exist in isolation. I gave you this body to carry my light. Your deep suffering has given you a profound compassion for the hurting souls around you. And through your powerful testimony, many people will find their way back to my house because they will see my reflection in your eyes. You are a holy messenger. Do not keep this magnificent blessing to yourself today. This important letter was sent to rescue your life. There are others who are still crying out in the dark. Share this divine message with 3 souls who are secretly suffering from heavy exhaustion because they need to hear my voice. Let your act of sharing be the bridge that brings my healing to their hearts. Spread the brilliant light. When you extend your hand to help others, you are fulfilling your purpose. I will multiply the blessings in your own life. You are becoming a living refuge for the lost souls around your community, and you will never run out of strength, because my eternal well is constantly flowing inside your spirit to refresh you whenever you feel weary. Trust my divine provision. You are a living beacon of hope for this generation. People will see my signature written across your life. Do not let the old fears make you hide your light under a basket anymore. You were chosen to stand on the mountaintop and declare the wonderful works of my grace to the nations around you. Be bold and courageous. Stay connected to my daily guidance so that you never walk in confusion again. The road ahead of your life is filled with magnificent doors. Subscribe to this sanctuary right now and turn on the notification bell today. This will ensure that you always receive my timely instructions before the loud noise of the world distracts your mind. Remain completely chosen. My voice will bring total clarity to your daily decisions. I will show you exactly which path to choose when you stand at the crossroads. Do not let the loud shouts of earthly worry jam your spiritual radar. By staying rooted in this sacred space, you are guarding the beautiful garden of your soul against the arrows of the enemy. Your future is perfectly secure. Breathe deeply once more as we conclude this holy encounter. The final shadows of your long trial have completely disappeared. You are standing firm on an unshakable foundation of grace. I have wiped away every single tear from your tired eyes, and I have given you a joyful song of praise. Your victory is completely settled. Go forth into your new life with absolute peace. The angels of heaven are marching beside your steps to protect your renewed body. Remember that you are deeply loved by the Creator of the cosmos. Sleep peacefully tonight under my watchful gaze, because I will never leave your side throughout your entire earthly journey. Amen.